All right, Sid, after the All-Star break, you guys come out, take 5 of 6 possible points against Worcester to get the second half of the season off on the right start. What can you do to carry over some of that momentum, and what did you do well over the weekend that you're looking to replicate this coming week on the road?
I think we just focused on our game, played our game, didn't really care what team we were playing, just wanted to focus on us, and I think we did a good job at that, and played hard. A couple different guys got some looks in the lineup too, which came up big for us too, which is what they have to do when you get the chance. So it was a good weekend for our confidence, and I think that's just something we have to keep building on, is our confidence, and not be sitting back in games trying to hold on to leads. We got to keep pressing and trying to keep scoring goals, and that's a big thing for us.
Yeah, in addition to that confidence, what are going to be the focal points, and what are you guys really working on and honing in practice this week to get ready for Kalamazoo on Friday, then Cincinnati on Saturday?
Yeah, really just fine-tuning our system still a little bit. I mean, we do still have some new faces in here relatively that haven't got to practice much with us because we have had such a crazy schedule, a lot of games. So it's just really hammering down some of the new system stuff and getting used to it. And a lot of it's not new for the core group of guys, but when you get new guys in your lineup, obviously you got to get them acclimated. So we're just working on that, and again, just keep working, building our confidence, scoring goals.
Speaking of scoring goals, you got a goal Friday night, which puts you 10th all-time, passing Ron Lee, 504 points, and 11th in terms of goals, passing Colin Chalk. So when you take a look at that and see yourself climb up anytime you crack the top 10, especially for a franchise like the Komets, it's big news. So when you have a chance to reflect and think about that, what does it mean to you to now be in the top 10?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a cool thing for me, obviously. I don't think it was something I ever had on my checklist for my career or anything like that, but after coming to Fort Wayne and learning who these guys were, meeting Colin, meeting Leifer, and they're great human beings too, and they've always been so supportive of me. I mean, the first person to text me, Leifer texted me on Thursday before the game and said, he's like, I'm coming tomorrow to watch you pass it. And, stuff like that's very cool to me, is just, guys supporting the current players and just wishing them the best, and just shows what good humans they are. So it meant a lot to me to be in that category. Obviously, great players, and being in a category with great people is almost more flattering.
You take a look at your career thus far and the relative youth of this roster. I know Jesse and David were talking about there are times where you have 10, 11, 12 rookies on this roster. How do you make sure that they understand what is expected of them, understand what it's like to play in the jungle, understand what it's like to wear the orange and black here in Fort Wayne?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of stuff we've talked about already. I mean, they got a big a dose of the tradition here when they first got in, and obviously some of the new guys are hearing about it now. But I think it's an organization that's known, obviously, for winning and wanting to win, and I think that's the allure of a lot of guys wanting to come here. So I think they come in knowing that a little bit. But, just being rookies, it's a lot of stuff you have to experience yourself. I mean, even hearing me talk about stuff, they're not gonna know the right answers until they go through it themselves, because, the older you get, the more you realize the answers for me might not be the answers for someone else. So it's a lot of experience. I try to give good advice where I can. I mean, I definitely have confidence in guiding guys, when they're in sticky situations or, spots they just aren't sure what to do, and that's where I can come in handy. But other than that, it's just stuff they got to go through the ups and downs of the pro career, and they just got to be mentally strong.
40 games in now, 32 games left in the regular season. Where would you overall assess where this team's at?
I think the first half of the season, we were really trying to figure out what we got here, I think. And again, still just learning. And then we're going to keep talking about learning all year, because that's what you do your whole rookie season, at least, probably your first couple years in pro. Yeah. So it's a lot of experiences, but I do like the group of guys we have in here. I mean, a lot of guys are close. I don't think there's any outcasts on the team or no enemies, anything like that. So it's a pretty close team, and I think that's going to come in handy come playoff time when we really need to play for each other, and I think we're starting to do that.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Nope, all good.